Nationals. We come together as a chapter of the International Camaro Club at Scranton. We were part of their organization, and for our Canadian connection, we decided to approach General Motors back in 1988. We said, can you guys give us a little spot down here that we can put on our show? Stu Lowe, he's retired from General Motors now, and I don't think he had any other job his entire life. He gave us a spot just up here, just about over 500 or 600 feet up when we were having the show today. So when General Motors asked the Ontario Camaro Club to come back here and put their show on this year on the General Motors property, like I said, it sure brought up some old memories. When we started our show, our organization back in 1988, there were 5 of us that met. There were 4 guys and 1 girl. We answered an ad in a local newspaper. We met in a guy's basement over in Sharon. We decided that we were going to be a Camaro Club, and from that day we haven't looked back. I'm also pleased to see and to realize that a lot of the folks who were at that first show back here in 1988 are still involved with our organization, and they're still here today. So I know who they are and who are out there, and it sure is nice to see those guys. And like I said, when you think back how old you were 23 years ago, take that off your age right now. And that's when we were here. I know there's a lot of people that wouldn't even be old enough to drive at that point in time. And then I know you're doing the math figuring how old I am actually, but it was a good thing to have it, and I really, really appreciate the fact that I'm still involved with Camaros. I still appreciate the fact that every year, every day, gosh, every email I make a new friend somewhere along the line. Probably make a few enemies along the way too, but you know what, the camaraderie I enjoy and the people that I see and the guys in the organization that come together, when we get something that comes together like this, it works as well as it does. You know, the appreciation and satisfaction you get knowing that so many people have gone away happy, it's well worth it. And then if we can be in a situation where we can actually sponsor a charity, raise money for those people, and provide a venue like this, obviously with genuine support and help, it definitely makes it worthwhile. So having said that, I'm just going to bring you up to date on a couple of things that are going on here today. Traditionally, we have our silent auction. It takes place in the tent over here. I've called it a silent auction for years, for what they call it this year is a raffle. In other words, you have the opportunity to buy a ticket on an item you like. You put the ticket in a jar, and if you draw that ticket, obviously you get the item. I want to make it clear that the Ontario Camaro Club is a registered, incorporated organization. We do file income tax, and we make sure that we have no money left to give to the government, and the government knows exactly how much money we have, and we make sure that our charity gets all our money. So that makes sure that everything is exactly the way we say it is. We have also got, let me see, coming up here, the show and shine. When we came down here, we realized with the amount of cars we were going to get, it would be pretty near impossible for us to do how we do our traditionally judging. Traditional judging for us is a 1,000-point scorecard, and we would actually go in and score the cars, but with so many cars here today, we knew we wouldn't be able to do that. But we have so many valuable vendors and sponsors, we wanted to make sure they got the exposure, so we will be giving away 90 trophies for the best ofs at this show. What we've done is broke it down into the top 10 Camaros, first generation, second generation, third, fourth, and fifth. That reflects 50 trophies. And for the first time this year, we've actually invited the Firebirds to be here as well. And due to the fact we have the Firebirds, we'll also have the top 10, first, second, third, fourth, and obviously no 5th generation Firebird. So there'll be awards for that. Judges are going to be going through our show site today, picking the cars at a subjective rate. We've asked one of the local car clubs here in Oshawa to help us, and they've taken that on board today as a responsibility. They're going to submit me a list of the cars that they have that they like for the show, and we're going to give the awards out tomorrow around 11 o'clock in the morning. I know a lot of you folks have come a long distance, and you're interested in getting on the road as quick as you can to go home, but in view of all the things we have to pull off, 11 o'clock tomorrow is when we're going to have our awards. We're also going to recognize the people that have came the furthest, so in other words, there's going to be up at our registration tent where you first come in here, a spot where if you feel you're the biggest club here, we want to know your number, there's an award for you. If you come the furthest distance, there's an award for you, and that's if you let us know, and nobody else has come further than you, obviously. And we started this a couple of years ago, too. We also have an award for the youngest competitor here that has a Camaro in his name or her name. And we also have an award here for the oldest competitor that's here with the Camaro in his or her name. In other words, if you feel you're the youngest person here, and you've got a Camaro here, and your name's on the ownership, let the ladies know up at the registration tent because you'll be in the running for an award for that. we call a veteran or a senior, not of any military action, but of the Camaro organization, we want to know who you are as well, too. So if you feel you're one of the oldest people here with the Camaro and you're still in the hobby, we want to know about you, too, because we want to recognize you for the fact you're still involved in it, too. So without any further ado, we've got some other folks here that I want to make sure that we talk about. I know Scott was going to be up here, like he said a few minutes ago. We're going to raise some money for charity, and we're going to do it through the help of Ed and his son Dave Hamburger at SLP. So I know Scott's down there, and David's up there, and they're going to be up here. Scott and David, are you guys ready to come up here and get this underway? I also want to draw your attention, folks, to the fact, over right to my left, we have a banner here. The banner we have made up is about 14 feet long, and it's a thank you banner. And what we would encourage you folks to do, go over there and sign that banner, and when we're done, we've got it all covered, we're actually going to present it to the folks that let us come into their plant yesterday. In other words, the workers, the ones that roll up their sleeves to make the Camaros. So we want to make sure they put that up inside the factory someplace, the manufacturing facility. I want to make sure you guys all put your signature on that, because can you imagine you're putting your Camaros together over here, you come to work every day, a bunch of people come in and walk by you, you realize it's important they are, how important the Camaro are to us enthusiasts. And if you take the opportunity to sign that banner, we'll be able to hang that on the wall. So at least for a little while, those guys can come and look at it and say, man, those guys really like what we're doing. And it gives them the same sense of pride that we have having their cars on the road, enjoying the opportunity to be in events like this today. So, without any further ado, my good friend Scott and David.
Thank you, Dale. Thank you so much. All righty. So I'm going to introduce you to somebody that we've known for many, many years, who has spent a lot of time and money in this to bring us the greatest Camaros ever. This is Mr. Dave Hamburger from SLP. Dave.
Thank you, Scott. I just want to thank everybody for being here, and thank you for supporting the OCC. This has been a great event. We've been doing this for many, many years with the OCC. Last year we did an auction for a test drive where we raised a few $1,000s for a great cause, and that cause was the Spina Bifida and Hydrocephalus Foundation. And this year I'd like to try to beat last year's record. So this year what we're going to do is offer a auction, a total of 10 drives. Your choice of either a ride with Ed Hamburger in the ZL1 convertible, which is a 750 horsepower vehicle. It's a limited production vehicle of 69 units for the 2011 model year, or you can take a drive with one of us in the ZL585 car, and it will be your choice. The ride will be about 5 minutes long. We'll go out the man gates on Park. We'll really get on it, and we'll do a tour of the plant. Come on back, and hopefully you've got a big smile on your face, and we've got an extra roll of toilet paper for you, just in case. Yes, once again, the choice is yours to either drive the red 585 or be the passenger in the white ZL1 convertible. At this point, I'm going to hand it over to Scott, and we can get the auction running. Thank you. Good luck.
Okay, so I'm a little hard of seeing, so all of you who want to start bidding on this, get up here so I can see you. The choice again is, there are 10 total choices here. You can either ride with Ed Hamburger in the 750 horsepower ZL1 convertible, or you can drive one of SLP's cars that you see out here other than the ZL1. We do need to see your driver's license, however. So